Welcome back, everybody. I've done it. I'm running on about 4 hours of sleep, but yeah, that wasn't as bad as a grind I thought it was going to be. I did have to swap over to the Mirage F1C. The Milan just kept getting up tiered after about 3 in the morning. It was just steady up tiers, so swap back around to the Mirage F1C 200. And it really wasn't that bad once you get to here, because this is what 300,000 like that. It went relatively quickly. I went with a rocket loadout. And it's not too bad with the buffs to the Magic 2s. It was pretty easy to get 2 kills a match and then somewhat hit the bases or at least ground targets, and that's how I was doing it. I was going between these setups right here, just some variation every now and then I hop back in the Milan. But I did go ahead and throw a, what do you call it, talisman on it, because I'm going to use this to grind out the rest of this. And I'm poor again. That's why I had to play a couple more matches to get the rest of the SL that I needed to actually crew it. Yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. But yeah, so like we do every time, this will be the first match. Take out for a couple matches. It comes stock with flares, so I don't think I need flares and chaffer off the bat. If I get the compressor, and then the Magic 2's not really going to worry about the rockets right now. We're going to see how the matches go, and we'll just go from there. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So we're straight to top tier. And I like the fact that Gaijin's now adding 13.0. So that's going to give the 12.0 and 11.30 or 11.3 some breathing room, some much needed breathing room. So that means all the Su-27s and F-16s will get dragged up. Which I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. You know, say you're playing your back. My headset just died. But like I was saying, say you're playing your nets or your BAS or your F-16s and you see 13.0, it's really not going to be that bad. The weaponry that we have, it's really not going to matter that much. And I got to play with my hotkeys because my radar, apparently the hotkeys I have for it are not swapping between it, like RST mode and all that. Instead, it's just going to acquire and search and whatnot. But we really don't need it, to be honest. These things got some thrust to it. They got off the ground relatively quickly. I took too much fuel. Way too much. I thought these were the 3-minute fuel tanks. Interesting. Good news is we have flares, and we have 2 Magic 2s. And we have a talisman, so there's that. We're actually going to hit Mach even though got all this extra weight on us. But yeah, I kind of got into hyper-fixated mode. Decided I would go ahead and grind this thing out. It's got 8 Magic 2s. So why not? You know, why not? Play with the radar a little bit. See, that should be swapping between different radar types, not the acquire and that. And I'm not using my mouse for that, it's just straight up using the hotkeys I have set to go between that. Even though I don't have the engine upgrades, yeah, we are cruising along relatively fast. Gotta play this thing like a rat. Which one this is at? So we got 2 pounds there. I'm not really a big fan of this solid white. I mean, it looks kind of cool. It just, plain is the word I guess, trying to say. I understand this is like 2 Mirages slapped together. It's supposed to turn really well between 7 and 900. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll go with that. We're just gonna hang out here on the side. I'm not gonna probably take any chaff, in all honesty. Very rarely we get away from some radar missiles, so just hug the ground and pray it misses. Aim 7s, yeah, you might be able to chat those off. It's the R27s, R24s, and all that fun stuff that you're gonna have an issue with. Really kind of interested to see how this does in the next patch. I'm hoping to have the 2000 S5 or 5F, whatever it is, unlocked. That way I can just immediately start grinding on the new jet with the Micas coming out. So we'll go with that. We'll go with that. And of course, chat is being chat. Yeah, we can probably take 20 minutes of fuel and be perfectly fine. Or even less at this point. I took 29 or 30. So yeah, I can easily take 20. Once I get the engine upgrades, I'll probably drink it a bit faster, but for right now. And I may swap over to getting some rockets, just to hit some bases. Doesn't look like there's really anybody here. So Magic 2s, you want to hit them from the side and from the back. Head-ons sometimes work. Sometimes. Because you gotta think you've been using Magic 2 since, what, 10.3, 11.0? There's Su-27 at 14 trying to get a lock on me. Su-27 goes down. Let's pick us a nice target here. Preferably somebody not paying attention. Need to be within 3 kilometers. Gotta be kind of close. This thing has a helmet on it, doesn't it? Nope, do not block that. Keep up with the F-16. And we die. 0 points, but we did climb high when we shouldn't have. And that was with flares running right there. So as you can tell, even running flares, you're not really going to get away from the R-73s most of the time. And this one I put a talisman on it to make it a little bit easier to go ahead and grind out. Time to text, then we'll go back into it. Stock grind is always be a bit painful. I'm not used to how the aircraft handles, etc., etc. But yeah, it shouldn't take too long. That's what, 12,000. Pretty much going off guns. Yeah, I may say just screw it and go with the rockets to begin with. 2 or 3 matches of smacking some bases and we'll have the Magic 2s unlocked pretty much. Kind of knew I shouldn't have chased the F-16. I was like, you know what? If I can just get a hold of him, I can do it. And I could have swore this thing had helmet-mounted display, so we'll have to just get in there and mess with the controls. Well, looks like we took plenty of fuel for this. This is terrible. We're gonna rush in and die. I hate big maps. Like, whoever voted for those, just, it's horrible. There's no point in really playing the larger maps. Unless you like BVR. Derp. Every time somebody tries to justify radar missiles to me, I'm like, just, no. No. They're free kills. Literally, I'd rather honestly just have all IRCM missiles than to deal with radar missiles. That's just me. And I've been up all night, so. I'm just messing with here's TWS. Look, he's got all his magics. Even with you really don't need the radar, to be honest. Not right now. I'm probably gonna carry 2 of the magic Monster 350s. Not the best thing in the world. Got some artifacting that's been going on since the last couple patches. Not sure why, but it's no fun. We're just going straight into it. Not a fan of these. If we spawned like a lot closer, or had like 4 different bases we could spawn from, then I could see the bigger maps being somewhat useful. But as is right now, it's just literally a time waster. Like how Gaijin's like, you can ban one map you don't want to see, and that's it. Which, like, how about no large maps? Thank you. And I'm so waiting for him to drag it down to like 10 versus 10 or 6 versus 6. 16 versus 16, yeah, it kind of sucks, but wait till you got one dude that literally takes all the kills on the team. Gets 4 or 5 kills. It's a 10 match game. There's only 5 kills left. At least in 16 versus 16, when somebody picks up 5 kills, there's still plenty of other targets running around. The proliferation, or whatever that's called, too many of the missiles, yeah, it does suck, but hey, here's an idea. Better countermeasures. I understand sometimes a missile's gonna completely ignore and hit a target, you know. You get the side shot, not seeing players, etc., etc. MiG-29 must be flying up high. It's fine by me. We'll just turn sideways. And break your lock. And hopefully he wasted that missile. This thing handles pretty well out of the box, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's probably him up there that was launching. Oh no, we got one of his radar missiles out. Su-27 eats the Matra 530D. It's actually kind of funny. But yeah, I'm gonna have to get in there and see why my radars are not swapping around. I have to go into test mode and we'll see. This may be something I can do head on. Bye-bye. Boom. Our very first kill. I will take it. And with the talisman, that should help out pretty immensely. Here we go. I'm close enough now that I can just kind of zoom into here and take some shots. Looks like he's gonna go. Yeah. That should ignore any flares he puts out there. Yep. Bye bye, buddy. Wiggle our nose a little bit so that we don't sit here and black out. Probably not as fast as that F-15, but the way he's turning constantly will maybe it'll catch up with him depending on if he's stock and all that good stuff. So that's what, 2 kills, 2 missiles? And that's all we have. I'm actually doing better on the map that I don't like. And see, if we had rockets, we can just go tap a base. Yeah, way too much fuel. I forgot to adjust that, but I figured big map. You know, that kind of thing. Trying to get the gun camera on him. And radar missile. If chaff worked, I'd bring chaff. Fortunately not against those. And we gotta wait about 10 more minutes to 15 minutes for that map to be over, because it's typically one person's gonna run away. And we'll hop into our third map. Because I can almost guarantee you, no, that was the first one where we didn't do anything. This one's gonna take forever But hey, somebody's got a booster on there. It may not be 12,000. May need a couple more kills to get it, but that's okay. We're really just going straight for these 8 magic 2s. Excuse me. I gotta get that G suit immediately too. Like immediately. Yeah, we don't need that much fuel. We can probably do something like this. I think that's still gonna be more than enough for riding around. Oh, it's got dual cannons on it too. Gotta remember that. See if this helps itself ground anymore. 40 minutes of fuel. With those fuel tanks right there. I think you get smaller fuel tanks, the ones that have the missiles on them, so it's not as bad. See here, he must be fresh too, he's got his 2 missiles. You really don't feel the extra weight from the fuel and everything on you. You might get more ordnance, but we're just got a massive thrust to weight ratio. Does that say on the side of there? Super Mirage 4000. Everybody's excited for the new ARAMs. Until everybody starts dying, 2 ARAMs. Oh yeah. Let's see, it's number 5. There's lots of head-on. Strictly go with search mode. Really just for our gun camera. I will call it the gun camera, but the radar assisted gun aiming. Let me take my rifle out some more. I think it sounds weird. It sounds like. I think it's so small compared to this hunk of junk. Yeah, I think rockets will be the way to grind. Grab some of those. Just kind of go for a base because nobody else is really going for bases, it seems. So that works for me. That make the mod grind so much easier. There's a fuel tank. MiG-29 burns straight through it. Not want to crash. Well, looks like they lost 2 people. I'll take that. Anything to thin their numbers out. See if we can land another double kill with these missiles. Because if we can do that consistently, yeah, we're gonna burn through the rest of this tree. We got technically 3 options. Slow option right now with the Milan because it's a little bit lower BR. A lot easier BR, I should say. And then the F1 seat and this thing. So I'll probably just make a roundabout between those 3. That way I'm always getting some sort of RP, but I'm not burning myself out on any particular jet. There's F-15 one firebomb, that's fine. We're not hitting base just yet. See, we'd have enough time to go there and hit that base. So. Try not to hit on with these missiles, but if we can. Oh, he's going down. AI above us. Which could do the old just hunt down AI. Oh, he's going down. There's another 16 over there, just constantly trying to watch my butt. That went for his flares, unfortunately. Yeah. I knew the head-on probably wasn't gonna work. Well, let's try to get some guns on this guy. Woo. Pulled a little hard there. Alright, they got a few guys left. Let's go hit AI. Yep, need to get something out of this match. One dude left. Cannon computer on. We don't need our afterburners right now. I really missed that. Oh, I got that at least. Yeah, I'm gonna need the new boosters to be able to turn a little bit better. Oh, out of ammo. Got a little bit of RP out of that. Not exactly what I wanted. Still, 4K, we'll take it. We have rockets. Let's go ahead and purchase those bad boys. And immediately go into our Magic 2s. Immediately. Alright, let's go into here. Secondary weapons. Edit. Not a whole bunch of rockets. But, name of the game is some is better than none. Now we can go back to taking like 25, 30 minutes of fuel. Because we burned through, what, roughly 20 running around there? So definitely got to get to the side and behind stuff, kill them with these missiles. Or if they're not paying attention, head on, but typically a bad go to try to head on with it. Alright, let's go with 30. Just to see how that's going to play out. No, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It is split RP. But that's alright. We can probably play 20 games today and have everything we need unlocked on it. Radar is a bit annoying though. Having to manually sit there and turn it around each time and not working. You can feel a little bit of having the rockets on. Feel a little bit of that weight. And I'm gonna check my controls real quick. I mean, weaponry. See, that's supposed to swap us between change radar RT. Oh, they swapped it. Okay. It's not what I want. Not what I want. We're just gonna mess with that until I get it done. Change radar, that's the search mode, it's supposed to do that. Searching radar, RST on. This is what I had originally, and that normally was supposed to swap through our radar types. Meh. We'll figure it out later. Figure it out later. I'm surprised when I fired a radar missile at me being that far off the ground. Let's see here. Doesn't look like there's anybody else going for bases, but we'll find out here shortly. We'll definitely find out. I'm gonna have to do some heavy grinding to get my SL back. Use the J39s. Biggins. Do need to set the rockets to fire all the rocket pods at one time. Continuous mode. That's what we like. Mikas could be considerably better. That's another reason I'm grinding this, just in case the Mikas actually turn out to be like the Russian radar missiles. Something shooting at me. I wonder how many of these other guys actually have ordnance on them. I say ordnance instead of bombs and rockets because I don't know if they've got bombs or rockets. A little bit over half a base. I'll take it. That is just guaranteed RP for us. And that's the whole reason we're taking it. Down to about 22 minutes of fuel. I could nose up, launch 2 missiles right here, and try to get some AI kills, but let's see here. That is a radar missile. That may be a kill. Who knows? Yeah, we got a kill. Side ass back. Great shot. And we lost control. I know there's somebody behind us. There's a couple of somebody behind us. Ground. Yep. R-73. We were burning too hot. Well, that's okay. That's alright. Victory there. Well, not in that one, the last match, so. It's 8,000, that was 5,000. How much we got left? Nope, wrong one. Not too far off. But, that's it. I'll make another video when I have the Mirage 4000 more spaded out and I'm not tired and cranky. But until next time, y'all, we'll catch you then.